Sometimes, when you really stop and think about it, the numbers become almost disturbing, because this isn't science fiction anymore. These are real estimates, real calculations. Right now, inside our own galaxy alone, the Milky Way is believed to contain somewhere between 100 and 400 billion stars. Just our galaxy. And according to current estimates, nearly 20% of those stars may be similar to our Sun. That means there could be tens of billions of Sun-like stars inside the Milky Way alone. And honestly, that part is already difficult for the human mind to process. But here's what makes this even stranger. Life may not even require a sun-like star in the first place. We're only using stars similar to our own because that's the kind of life we understand. So for a moment, let's stay conservative. Let's only focus on those sun-like systems. Scientists believe that billions of them may contain rocky planets orbiting within stable regions of space. Worlds where temperatures could allow liquid water to exist. Worlds not very different from Earth. And on average, many of these stars are believed to host multiple planets. Not one, sometimes 5, sometimes more. Which means that within our galaxy alone, there may already be billions upon billions of potentially habitable worlds. And this is where the scale starts becoming terrifying. Because the Milky Way is not special. Not even close. The observable universe is estimated to contain at least 100 billion galaxies. Some estimates suggest the true number may be closer to 200 billion. Others push that number even higher. And once we include dwarf galaxies, the number may rise into the trillions. Trillions of galaxies. And even the so-called small dwarf galaxies still contain billions of stars of their own. Just think about that for a second. Billions of stars inside trillions of galaxies. The human brain was never designed to truly understand numbers like these. And when you begin combining those numbers together, the conclusion becomes difficult to ignore. There may be quadrillions of planets across the universe, capable of supporting life forms we already recognize here on Earth. Not exotic alien biology, not energy beings, not science fiction creatures. Just ordinary life. Water, atmosphere, oceans, maybe forests, maybe civilizations. Maybe someone looking up at their own night sky, asking the exact same questions we are asking right now. And if even a tiny fraction of those worlds developed intelligent life, then statistically, the universe should already be overflowing with civilizations. So again, we return to the same uncomfortable question. If the universe should be full of life, then where is everybody? Why is the universe silent? Every one of us has probably looked up at the night sky at least once and felt the exact same thing. That strange feeling of wonder. The feeling that we might not be alone. Because when you really think about it, the universe is absurdly large. Our galaxy alone contains hundreds of billions of stars. And beyond the Milky Way, there are billions of other galaxies, each one filled with planets we may never even discover. And honestly, The same questions I've been asking since childhood, scientists have been asking for decades too. In 1950, physicist Enrico Fermi was having lunch with his colleagues when he suddenly asked something incredibly simple. If intelligent life exists out there, where is everybody? That single question would later become known as the Fermi Paradox. And even today, nobody has a real answer. Because statistically, alien civilizations should exist. In fact, some scientists believe the odds are actually overwhelming. Think about this for a second. The universe is nearly 14 billion years old. Earth is only around 4.5 billion years old. That means there are potentially planets out there that formed billions of years before ours. If intelligent life evolved on even a tiny fraction of those worlds, some civilizations could be millions of years more advanced than humanity. Just imagine what that would look like. A civilization millions of years ahead of us could potentially manipulate entire planets, harvest the energy of stars, or travel across interstellar distances in ways we can barely comprehend. Compared to them, humanity might look primitive. And yet, despite all of this, we see nothing. No alien ships, no giant structures in space, no confirmed broadcasts, no visitors standing on the White House lawn. Nothing. And that becomes even stranger when you realize something important. Human civilization has only existed for a tiny fraction of cosmic history. Modern humans have been around for roughly 300,000 years. But the universe? Nearly 14 billion years old. If another civilization gained even a 1 million year head start over humanity, their technology could appear almost godlike to us. They might not need giant ships or dramatic invasions. They could observe us without ever being seen. And maybe that's exactly what makes the silence feel so disturbing. And maybe that's what makes this mystery so unsettling. Because the silence itself starts to feel unnatural. For decades, humanity has actively searched the cosmos for signs of intelligent life. Projects like SETI have spent years scanning deep space for unusual radio signals. Scientists have pointed giant radio telescopes toward distant stars, hoping to hear something, anything. And we didn't just listen, we also answered. In 1974, humanity sent a powerful radio message into space using the Arecibo telescope in Puerto Rico. Inside that signal was information about us: human DNA, mathematics, our exact location in the galaxy. It was basically humanity introducing itself to the universe. And honestly, that idea has always fascinated me. Because if there really is someone out there, then somewhere in deep space, our signal is still traveling. Right now, moving through the darkness, maybe passing dead planets, maybe crossing ancient star systems, maybe heading towards something alive. And maybe that's the part that feels the most unsettling. Not the idea that alien civilizations could exist, but the possibility that they already do. Right now, somewhere beyond the stars, watching, waiting, or maybe hiding. Because the deeper humanity searched the universe, the stranger the silence became. No massive interstellar empires, no ancient signals, no undeniable evidence. Just an endless, dark universe that almost feels intentionally quiet. And eventually, some scientists began asking a far more disturbing question. What if the silence is not a mystery at all? What if intelligent civilizations already discovered something humanity still hasn't realized? Something terrifying enough to keep an entire universe silent. Because maybe the greatest danger in space is not being alone. Maybe the greatest danger is being found.